truth of the word and reaching the youth. Saving souls of the old, doing God's work with more to do. And he turning up every week and get lit. Making it church on Sunday, you can tune in and get your fix. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up.
The recovery room. Hear me, saints of God. After God has spoken, after God has spoken to you and has instructed you on what it is that you are to remove so that you can heal, after God has spoken, it is not wise for you to seek a second opinion from someone else. Because God's diagnosis was right the first time. His ways are not our ways, his thoughts are not our thoughts. And when God speaks to you and tell you that it's time for you to recover, you should not move until he says so. Recovery is a process. And although you may buy me cars, or you may buy houses, or you may give me money, that does not speed or hasten my recovery process. Because, hear me, saints of God, recovery, the recovery room is not just physical. It is spiritual and it is psychological. And it is not a place, I need you to get this, saints of God, it is not a place that you choose for yourself. God, let me talk to this side. God chooses for you the place that he wants you to recover. Because he knows the environment that you need to be in order for your full recovery to take place. Because God is the manufacturer. He is the manufacturer. He is the factor in man that makes him complete. So he knows what you need, he knows where you're broken, and he knows what it takes to fix it. He knows about who hurt you. He knows about who lied on you. He knows about what happened to you when you were younger. He knows about the debt that you were in. He knows about who mistreated you. And he is the manufacturer. He is the only one that can fix you. And our God knows about the potential that's in you because he is the one that put it there. And because you possess a God-given potential, I need you to hear me, your potential is limitless. Watch this. But your time is not. Did you hear what I said? You have God-given potential. So there are no limits on your potential, but there are limits on your time. This is why you must recover, and you must recover soon because there is work to be done. There are steps to recovery. One of the steps to recovery is mentorship. You got to have mentorship. Mentorship is defined as a relationship between two people where the individual with more experience, knowledge, and connections is able to pass along what they have learned to a more junior individual within a certain field. Mentorship has nothing to do with age. It has to do with exposure. Mentorship has nothing to do with age. It has to do with exposure and experience. You cannot mentor me if you hadn't gone through anything. I don't care how many degrees you have, and I don't care how many letters are before your name. If you hadn't been through some kind of pain, then you can't mentor me. But mentorship is important. Come here, I need you to catch this, because if you're going to recover from some of the things that you've been through, you need a mentor. You have to submit to somebody, you have to listen to someone, and you have to do what it is they're telling you to do. You need a mentor. You need a mentor. You need somebody that has gone through something to say to you, baby, you don't want to do that. Honey, no, you need to go and apologize for that. No, you don't need to go here. See, this is why we miss grandmamas. Can I just talk for a moment? This is why we miss grandmamas and granddaddies. We need somebody to just set us straight. Come on, we need somebody to tell us you're going down the wrong road. And if you are going to recover, you're going to have to listen to somebody and receive direction. Recovery is you finding out, hear me, something about yourself, and you admitting, that's the word, thank you, Holy Spirit, and you admitting something about yourself that initially only you and God knew. You can't recover until you take ownership and admit something about yourself that only you and God knew. The church is supposed to be a hospital where people can come and find out the root reason as to why they're doing, not a place that everybody points at them and say, look at what they're doing. I come to talk to you today. This is why the church is supposed to be a hospital. If you were sitting down at Grady or at whatever hospital that's in your city, you would not be surprised about whoever came in there. You would not be surprised of whatever walked in the hospital. It would not surprise you. You should not be surprised about anybody that comes into the house of God. They're supposed to come in here smelling like weed, smelling like alcohol, looking home. They're supposed to look like that because they need to find the root. And they're going to find the root in the hospital.
Pastor Luke, speaking the truth of the word and preaching the good. Saving souls of the old, doing God's work with more to do. And he turning up every week and getting lit.